Right, thank you for checking out this video. Yet another code 5. So got a call, 5 flashes, so code fault 5. And that usually means the thermistor is bad. They usually go bad. So the thermistor is the water temperature sensor. And they usually go bad because the valve is leaking. So that's the part of the valve that goes into the water heater itself and is exposed to hot water. So that's bad on this particular model. So just testing it right now. It actually comes up for me, normal operation, flashes once every 3 seconds. And I go ahead and start it up here and check it out to see what happens.
Okay, we'll wait and see. Hopefully, I'll probably just change the valve while I'm here anyway. You know, I'm not going to do nothing. So it's a good. If you're getting some condensation in there, but that's normal. And it might be causing it to shut down. I don't make any money on
That
this.
flame is so yellow.
It's okay.
Oh, it just went out right there. So it just spontaneously goes out. We check it and it is flashing 5 times. But just wanted to let you know the reason that flame is so yellow is that droplets of water, condensation droplets, are falling and hitting the gas burner. And that's what causes that dripping or sizzling sound
It's okay.
and causes the flame to turn yellow. That usually goes away after about 20 minutes.
Sensors tend to
So I'm
go
just
dead
disconnecting the valve here.
when there's
Already shut the gas off to it. And I'll be replacing the valve completely. And you can see what that looks like. So just disconnecting the piping. And my goal is to replace the valve. And we know we got a code 5, so it's definitely the thermistor.
It's gonna take about a half an hour. Yeah. Oh yeah, you don't have to stay. Okay. I will. I'll probably have to. I'll probably have to shut the water off to the water heater. Yeah, I got some water in here. Oh, okay. Right. Thanks. Yeah. Oh, I can get it.
So sometimes when you're disconnecting these pilot tubes, they're very difficult to get re-threaded back into the valve. And this one was definitely one of those. I'm going to say I probably spent about 40 minutes footage I did not show you on this job trying to get that thing re-threaded. It was a complete nightmare. So I'm going to replace this valve with the water heater full of water. I shut off the flow of water that's coming into the water heater, and I broke the pressure on the water heater because it's would be stuck under pressure. And then I put the towels down and I thread a 1/2 inch piece of pipe in there and work the valve loose. That entire valve has to be replaced because it's leaking from the back. There was a little bit of water that was coming through there, and I'll show you in this video later why that occurs. And that's what I'm doing right here, is just working the valve loose a little bit and getting ready to replace it with an entirely different valve. All right, so the most important thing after you're done threading it back on is to make sure there are no leaks. So I always make sure it's threaded on about as tight as I can get, but not too tight. And then I can pull the towels out of there, and you would see water running down. There's always going to be a little water that gets in the insulation, but hopefully that towel catches it all. You just don't want it getting in the burner assembly.
Actually, I was gonna like this. There you go. Yeah, so what happened, here's what happened. So this is your old valve. I took it off. And this doesn't have a cap on it. And the one I put on has a cap on it. So this will spring a leak and water will actually start to come out, and it shorts the thermistor, which is what determines the temperature of the water heater. So yeah, so now I just got to take the valve and the cover and switch that valve and cover, and then reconnect everything and check for leaks. But yeah, the hard part's kind of over. Yeah, when you don't drain the water heater and you do it with the water heater full, you can do it real quick. So I put a bunch of towels down and I tuck a towel up inside here. And then if you relieve all the pressure off of the water heater, you can, it can only let out as much water as it can take in air. So it just gurgles out like half a cup of water. And then you kind of do this like Indiana Jones, you know, where he does the sandbag for the thing. You do it real quick and you screw it in real fast, and it's over with. Yeah, I don't know where I learned that from. I learned that from somebody. Somebody taught me that. And so that's what I do now. I ran into trouble one time I did it, and all the pressure was coming out of the hot side, right? And so I shut the water off, and I thought I had the pressure off of the water, but when I unscrewed it, it just came flying out of there like a hose. And ever since then, I used to turn the water off to the house and stuff, but I've started getting away from that. I don't know, until it happens again, I guess. So I'm gonna get this out of here. No. No, I've had the gas kind of blow up in my face a couple times. Because I was doing stupid things, you know, and not paying attention. But, no, it takes a lot of force to blow up a water heater, because they've got these relief valves on them, so that won't happen anymore. So back in the day, you know, before they had that stuff, they used to be able to blow up, you know, because it's like a pressure cooker. Back in the olden days, yeah, they blow up like a bomb, and just blow, you know, just boom, take out half the house. It still happens, you know, with a gas leak and stuff, but that's water pressure. So that's water and heat and pressure. You know, the guy that did that bombing, where was that? The guy that did the bombing in, gosh, Boston, right? The Boston bomber and all that. He used pressure cooker bombs. So he took pressure cookers and then clamped them down and filled them full of explosives, and then he turned them on, and then all that pressure plus yeah, it's just crazy, you know. It's just, and then filled them full of ball bearings and stuff, you know. And like all the steam is coming out of the toilet, you know. And I'm like, maybe that's not a bad idea, you know. It kills bacteria, right? But they do it that way for a reason. I think it just wears out it would wear out the toilet, you know? Yeah, they've come a long way. You know, the tanks aren't any better than they used to be. They actually used to be better. Like they'd last a lot longer. And they don't really want them lasting a long time anymore. They want you buying water, you know, is what they want. Yeah, so that's what they're looking for. And that's what they want. I want to buy water here. Well, it's business. Yeah, I don't know. If you made a water heater that lasted forever, how many water heaters you're gonna sell? Right? So that's the way they look at it, and I guess that's their right to do it that way. But it's kind of a goofy deal. And you know, just like some stuff helpful like that. Tip. Like if you see this, try that, and you know, don't run out by a water heater. You can do X, Y, or Z to fix it. And, I thought of it because like a lot of, you know, I sell a lot of water heaters, and then people call me up and they're like, "How do I light it? You know, I need to know how to light it." And I thought, well, I should make a video on how to light it, and then I can just send them the link to the video, and I won't have to waste a bunch of time. And I can just make a nice detailed video on how to light the water heater. And then there was some stuff that I knew that I just didn't see on YouTube, right? And I'm like, well, I ought to share this and see how it does. And so that's what I did. And it did okay. The video did okay. It did well enough to motivate me. You know what I mean? So then Oh, I know. It takes, you need 1,000 subscribers, and you need like 4,000 watch hours, and I've only got like 300 watch hours, so I'm like far away. I'm far from monetization, but it takes time, you know? And this is like a niche thing. Okay.
All right, so sorry for this camera angle. Just trying to get that pilot tube re-threaded. It just drove me crazy. Finally got it on there. Got the water heater lit. You can see it blinking. And then when I go to turn it over, nothing. Doesn't work at all. Never kicks in. I end up shutting it down, and I try and replace the cover. I'm just hoping it's the cover, which is the motherboard. So I throw a different cover on there because I really didn't want to replace the valve because I knew how difficult it was to get that pilot tube thread on there. And it's just a lot of work. And I give that a shot. And I'm hoping, here's the flashing red light right here. And please just come on for me. I want to go home. It's cold. I'm laying on a garage floor. And nothing. So now I'm replacing the valve. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm just going to put the original valve back on because I know that's working. All right, here we go. Moment of truth. So here's the bad valve. There's the bad thermistor and well attachment there. So that's the casing, and the thermistor is the wire, and there's my bad valve. Just leaving all that way over in the corner so I don't take it with me and waste my time someplace else. And I got the pilot light lit. right. That is it. Water heater is fixed. No more code 5. Thank you very much for watching this video. Really appreciate it. Hopefully you like videos like this. Please consider giving it a thumbs up. Leave any comments if you have any questions. I always answer them. And consider subscribing to the channel. Have a great day.